more than the physical skill set really is the position that the receivers play. So, we have outside receivers, we have inside receivers, and then have receivers that can, let's say, play both or have some combination of skills that where they can play both spots. So, um, all three are important. I mean, some guys can be outside only, some guys can be inside only. Some guys can have that flexibility. In the end, I think it's really more about production and performance. Although, size and skill set plays a part in that as well. So, um, they are related, but really the most important thing is to be productive. So whether it's we've had them in different shapes and sizes. We had Deion Branch and Randy Moss, and they were both outside receivers, and could be more different. So, um, but I think the typical stature of certain positions is, um, I think that can be identified. But if there's an exception to that, and the guy's a good player, then that's okay too. Competition at that position's been good. It's as always, that's the type of position where you can really see an individual highlight play or a play that may not be um, as good, a drop ball or a spectacular catch. And those players are a lot more visible and really easily identifiable relative to an interior line play or that type of thing. Now, again, with that position, it's important to develop consistency, and there's a lot of times receivers are open and the ball's thrown to the other side of the field, or they're covered, and so that's all part of it too. It's not just those highlight plays that everybody sees, but really the evaluation of the player's consistency to win his route, or block the player that he's supposed to block in the running game as part of the run force and so forth. So it's I think there are a lot of things at that position that are subtle to the naked eye, and it really comes down to again, that play after play consistency. The highlight plays stand out, but and they're important too, one way or the other. But I would say the consistency overall is also something that you can't lose sight of.